All right, we are back. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Bring the Juice. Wanted to welcome on a very special guest from the Indianapolis Colts, tight end Will Mallory, on with us today. Will, thanks so much for coming on, man. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Yeah, thanks for having me on. No, doing good. How are you
Absolutely,
doing?
and man, obviously entering year number two now for you. Entering year number two with Shane Steichen. Year number two with Anthony Richardson. What would you say, man, for you has been kind of the coolest thing, or kind of some of the biggest things that you've learned now entering year two as a pro?
Yeah, coming in as a rookie, you're just kind of bright eyed, deer in the headlights, especially me missing, mini camp or OTAs last year. I came straight into camp with, hey, this was my shot to try and make the team. So, having an off season just to, get healthy, train, to play football. And then having a year of the offense under your belt, it just makes it like a lot more smoother and easier, you know. Understanding the offense, everything kind of slows down a little bit for you. So it's been really good, and no, it's been great. I'm looking forward to getting back to camp soon.
Yeah, and who are some of your guys that you relied on in year number one? Kind of some of those guys, maybe in your own building, or even other guys that you think really helped you in your transition last year.
Yeah, I mean everyone in this building has been great, and very helpful. All the coaches, Steichen, everyone, Jim Bob, Coach Manny, my tight end coach. Everyone's been great, and teaching it, making sure that we understand, the whys of everything. But then also the tight end group. I mean, we got such a deep room and some really great vets in there that really took the time and cared to help me. They understood the situation that I was in. Hey, I'm rookie trying to compete for a job, and they never gave me a cold shoulder. They always were very, very helpful and embraced me, and so I can't thank those guys enough. But it was a great room, so they made me feel at home and helped me a lot in a lot of different areas.
Yeah, so going from year one to year two now, obviously everybody has different goals, either individually or as a team. What are some of your goals this year that you're looking forward to, kind of building off of a rookie season where you got some playing time, you saw some action? What are some things you're looking to kind of build upon here in year number two?
Yeah, I want to just keep building of trying to be a complete tight end. I got to put in a lot of the third down stuff or pass situations, but I want them to have faith in me that I can do it all. And then also in special teams, I want to be a guy that can play any position on all different phases. So I just want to be a guy that that they can rely on to make plays when when your number's called and be a team guy.
Yeah, and obviously didn't have a ton of time with Anthony Richardson last year, but what have you seen from him already through OTAs, through minicamp? What are some things you've seen him, maybe growing as well as a quarterback?
Yeah, I mean he's got that confidence, he commands the huddle, and then obviously he makes the freak plays, but he also makes the routine plays. But he's just an impressive individual, and he's calm, cool, and collective in the huddle, and you just have a lot of confidence in him to make the plays, and then it's a lot of fun to watch him make those plays too.
Yeah, I'm sure. And another guy that we didn't really see last year because he was dealing with his own share of injuries was Jelani Woods, and obviously entering now, a year together where he's seemingly fully healthy. What have you seen from Jelani, and what do you think he can provide for your offense this year? Just obviously, we know the size and everything like that, and the athleticism. But what have you seen from him already that makes you think he can contribute to this tight end room in this offense?
Yeah, absolutely. He's another freak weapon, 6'7", that can run, that can block, that can catch. He's a smart player as well too. So it's been really exciting to see him come along. I've played him in college, so I've known who he is for a while and what he can do. So everyone's just excited to see him back out there and doing what he does. So he's a great weapon for our offense and a great teammate as well.
Yeah, and we kind of mentioned a little bit about Shane Steichen and just this offense in general. Obviously, I think you were the fastest tight end, if I'm not mistaken, coming out of last year's draft. How do you think kind of Shane and just this offense in general can utilize your skill set, your speed, your mismatch ability to really help this offense maybe take it to even another level here in 2024?
Yeah, I think Coach Steichen and all the offensive coaches do a great job of, putting the players where they need to be to get the ball. and use their skill set accordingly and what they do best. And I felt that since day one of having a vision for me and other players on the offense of, hey, this is the best way to use them. This is the way to get them the ball. This is the way they can contribute. So that's just something that we're building off of, and just even diving more into the playbook of what they want to do to use all of us. So it's a great fit.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, Will, last year, with you coming in as a fifth round pick, a little bit later, did you kind of have a chip on your shoulder last year to really prove yourself? I mean, obviously being a draft pick is awesome, and congratulations on that. But did you kind of come in with that mindset of like, hey, like, I have to prove something here because there's a lot of guys in this building, and I want to make a name for myself. Did that kind of help motivate you going into your rookie season?
Oh, absolutely. Coming in, you looked at the tight end room and it was full. It's a bunch of talented guys. So you're like, all right, well, how do I fit in here and what can I do to make the team? So, yeah, you come in and you want to keep proving stuff. And, I think that's a chip on my shoulder that I'll have as long as I play is of, hey, I want to prove that I can be the guy. I can. So, yeah, coming in, like I said, missing OTAs. I mean, they didn't really get to see me a lot. So coming into camp, it was kind of make or break for me. So I felt that pressure. I had that chip on my shoulder, but it was, a great opportunity to prove them what I can do.
Yeah. So obviously, well, I know you grew up in Florida, played in Miami. What has been the biggest thing that you've kind of learned, or kind of maybe the biggest shock for you coming to the Midwest where it's cold and there's not a whole lot going on when it comes to that, especially not compared to Florida. What's been kind of the biggest thing for you, and how have you kind of adjusted to Indy and the local area around here?
So, I mean, I grew up in the Midwest till I was like about 7. So I grew up going to Bloomington a good bit with my grandfather and grandma being down there. And I got family in Michigan. So it was familiar place to come to Indy. And I like it. It's a way different pace than Miami, but it's a good change. And, I've met nothing but good people around here. And, I really like Indy and all that it brings. So it's been a good fit for me and my family.
Yeah. And what was kind of your moment last year, maybe, or a couple moments where you're like, wow, I did, I made it. Like, I'm here. And this is almost like surreal in a way where it's like, I can't believe, that I'm actually here with an NFL team.
I can't even tell you how many moments I had of that. You can get so much into the routine and whatever, you do the same thing every day, but then like there's just so many times either before practices and then definitely at like games when we're kicking off, like holy crap, like this is the NFL, this is what you dreamed of your whole life. And I'm just so honored and blessed to be in this position, and want to do it as long as I can and with a great organization like the Colts.
Yeah. Have you met any of some of the greats? Obviously, Reggie, we know, not directly working with you, but with the offense. Have you met some of those guys, and what's it been like to meet some of these like legends amongst the Colts and just the organization there?
Yeah, I haven't met a ton, but yeah, obviously Reggie from Miami and being here with coaching us, I've known who he is my whole life, and I got to meet Jack Doyle just for a second, and that's the guy that I always knew who was when I was growing up and watching football, and obviously Dallas Clark, like yeah, that's just a legend. So I haven't got to meet him yet, but there's a lot of guys I'd like to meet. So there's a lot of history in this program, so it's awesome to be a part of.
That's awesome. Well, Will, a couple personal questions for you. Any off-season plans? Because I know there's a little bit of time before training camp and the end of mini camp. So, you got any personal things, any trips, any things you're going to be doing here in the next month and a half, 2 months?
Yeah, I'm going back to Miami to train, but other than that, I'm going to St. Lucia in like a week, just for a couple days, and then I got a family reunion in Steamboat, Colorado. So get to hang out with a bunch of the Mallorys there. So
Hmm,
that's all I
that's
got,
awesome,
though.
man.
It'll be good though.
Yeah, that's really cool. I have, I guess, just one more question for you. So, pregame stuff. I feel like everybody has something a little bit different. What's your like go-to either song or whatever you do? What's your pregame routine?
I don't really have like I don't listen to music or anything really like that. I usually for when I go out there to warm up by myself, I usually my dad he coached, and so um, that was like our time to kind of talk. So I'd call him and I'd walk around the field and I'd start warming up. So me and him would just talk and catch up on the week, and that kind of got me calm my nerves a little bit, and then just get you locked in to play football. That's it. Yeah, I don't really listen to music. I don't do anything crazy, but that's just me. Like, I like to be cool, calm, and collective, focused going in. So yeah, that's what I do. Just get on the phone with my dad and catch up.
Yeah, are they still down in Florida, or where are they at?
They are now. Yeah, my dad and my mom are both retired, so they're down in Jacksonville. So yeah,
Oh, that's perfect. When you head down there each year, you're gonna be able to kind of have the homecoming right there. That's pretty
yeah,
sweet.
yeah. We got a big crowd there each time, so it's always exciting to go back there.
I got to get that win this year, man, because
We
you
owe it
probably
to
have
them.
heard about the in Jacksonville sort of thing. So
Yeah,
got
it's
to do it in front
time
of
to
the
shut
fans.
them up. So
Absolutely. So, well, Will, I really appreciate your time, man. Best of luck this season, and best of luck in the next month or so before training camp. I hope you have some time to relax and just hang with fam and stuff. So, appreciate you coming on, man.
yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate you.
Yep, absolutely. See you, dude.
See ya.